How is the relationship when you're not shooting? Are you guys like friends? And I mean, you've been
Yeah, we're friends, like, you know, and there's times where people drive me fucking nuts, you know? That's
like
just,
in real life.
yeah, in real life. You know, it happens. I mean, we've been working together for so long, and there's certain personalities I'm like, really? You're still like that guy? But, you know, you learn to accept people for who they are and what it's about. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of self-discovery for all of us on this too, and you know, I love Tyrese like a brother. He drives me fucking insane sometimes, you know, and we give each other a hard time, you know, but there's always love between us. You know, Vin, we come from opposite coasts and we got two completely different approaches to life. Imagine that, you know. His childhood was completely different than mine. So sometimes we don't always see eye to eye, but I think we complement one another. You know, Chris, I'm really impressed by Chris Ludacris. The guy is like, he's seriously one of the most complete people I've ever met in my life. He's been a superstar for a long time. He has the greatest attitude, just a really positive outlook on things. He's super professional, guy's just a champ. And, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that we were reunited on the last one, I wouldn't have seen that in him. You know, I was really impressed by him in 5. And so much so that when on 6, I was really paying attention to the way he carried himself and the way that he handled his business and the way that he was with people. The guy's a G, you know. And, you know, Tyrese has really come a long way. Jordana, you know, professionally and what she's got going on. I mean, people are married, spitting out babies. I mean, that's crazy what's happened.
Do you think the fact that you have a daughter, a teenager, have changed your life in a way? Or
For sure. Especially, she's just started living with me recently, and I just started growing up. You know, it's like, you know, I realized quite a bit of success at an early age, and fuck, my head was spinning. I didn't even know if I wanted it, and what is all this stuff, man? I was a surfer, you know, like smoking weed and hanging out at the beach, you know, as a
dude,
kid.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of that, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I wanted to be Indiana Jones, meet Jacques Cousteau, and do some cool stuff. And you know, the weed thing ended when I was probably 21, 22 years old, and I was like, all right, man, let's figure out your shit, and let's figure out what we're gonna do in this life. And I just started putting one foot in front of the other, and all of a sudden, I'm making movies. I didn't even want to do that, but it's a good thing it came around when it did, because just like a year or two after that, I found out I was gonna be a dad. And I was like, well, thank God, I'm gonna be able to put a roof over my baby's head, you know. And now she's with me full time, and she's cracking whip, man. She's got me going in the right place, and yeah, it's a good time, you know.
So one learn from kids. One can learn from.
For sure. You just have to be willing to. You have to listen. You have to be in the right place. I wasn't in the right place for a long time, you know. And it's like, there's a part of me that feels like I'm making up for lost time, but I think that's good pressure.
You're feeling the pressure.
No, I don't feel pressure. It's the pressure I put on myself. It's self-induced.